Welcome back, fellow antique lovers, to Samantha's Lake Country Collectables. And as you saw from our last blog post, we have just celebrated Victoria Day here in Canada, Britain, the UK, and much of the British Commonwealth, with some great entertainment decor photos and traditional recipes for Queen Victoria's birthday. This week for In the Attic, in honor of Queen Victoria, I would like to gush my passion as a collector of Queen Victoria memorabilia and show you a little bit of my private collection, which I started when I was 20. This is certainly the time portraits, and correct me if I'm wrong if there are more, learning process. Here are a few close-ups and some facts. First up, this is the entirety of my meager starter collection of Queen Victoria coins. As you know, Queen Victoria reigned from 1837 to 1901 until Queen Elizabeth II. She was the longest reigning British monarch and queen in her own right. Here's the first in my collection, which is an 1874 considered a young head portrait of Queen Victoria. It's a half crown, 0.925 British coin sterling. And there's a coat of arms on the front. I don't know the significance of that. If anyone would like to fill me in, Samantha at lakecountrycollectables.com. This coin is what is considered a matter of debate in the coin community, as to which era of portraits this would be called, with many coin experts referring to the term Gothic head as actually being a description of a change in font from earlier coins, as the font was in Gothic script. However, the front of the coin depicts the Queen Victoria facing left with hair in a plaited braid around her ear, with a rather large crown covering the majority of her head. Contains the other members of the United Kingdom, with the shamrock representing Ireland, the rose representing England, and the thistle representing Scotland. Here is one of the first of two examples I have in my collection, which are considered the Victoria Jubilee head or bust portrait, which were minted from 1887 to 1900 to commemorate her Golden Jubilee, which would be 50 years as reigning monarch of Britain and the British Commonwealth nations. The first has the front Jubilee head, which is a more mature Queen Victoria, with a smaller crown and now veil, with the back of the coin being a depiction of St. George the Dragon Slayer, with the years 1887. This is the second example I have of the Victoria Jubilee head or bust on the front of the coin, with the back depicting a British crest with the years 1887. It's important to note both of these Jubilee coins were minted the first year that the Jubilee heads were produced, which makes them extra special, and they make them especially special to me, being an anniversary of my birth date. The last coin example we have is there was a head change portrait in 1893 to depict what is considered the old veiled head portrait of Queen Victoria, which shows her widow veil, and again, a more mature Queen Victoria. And this one happens to be a 1901 shilling, well, 1 shilling coin, rather, which was minted from 1887 to 1901. And the front, again, depicts a crest, and the 1 shilling in the year 1901. Check out my next video about the Queen Victoria Jubilee plate. Here is a recent add to my Queen Victoria collection that gives me a lot of hope as a Victorian memorabilia collector. An amber-pressed glass commemorative or collector's plate that was released in 1887 to celebrate Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee, her 50th anniversary as monarch. And I believe this is significant because I found it locally, which means that there might be some fellow Queen Victoria lovers amongst us, considering the Confederation of Canada was 20 years prior to this, and Queen Victoria did have a long history in the creation of the Confederation of Canada.